Hello there, Tyrant here, and I just finished watching the latest episode of Death March to a Parallel World. I think that's correct. So I missed recording last week's episode. I watched it, I just forgot to do my reaction. That one was a very intense episode because, they had all the fighting, and we got him getting a brand new, legion of warriors going into this episode. So I would say this is kind of the it ends a reasonably interesting arc. Like if you think of it like a video game, it ends with a cutscene at the end with the rest of the Ratmen, because this episode in itself is just a kind of play on skills on the game mechanics and how you can manipulate the world. Like I said, like I've always said, this show has always been really weird with its storytelling and kind of gameplay-ish aspects of it. So when Sato's trying to see how well item management is compared to, apparently this world has an item management as well, to him manipulating things, including his skills, like his sewing skills. Like we've known that he can sew, and increased his skill levels on that. To him trying to learn how to play the leaf whistle, and him cheating, trying to max out his skills on that. And oh, it's so sad. It's really funny. I think that's one of the first times he's quote unquote failed and felt like, please don't look at me like that. It's really adorable. Because everyone's like, they respect him to an extent, and so when he's not doing his best, when he is trying his best, yeah. What else? He just kind of exploits his skills for the most part, creating little stuffed animals for everyone and things like that. You can also see how well Tama and Pucci are trying to make themselves very useful for being the youngest of the group, hunting and gathering, kind of being themselves, and that's a good like way to kind of let them accentuate themselves, because there's so many characters now, so it's kind of hard to just focus on someone here and there. So giving every person their own little snippet is hard, and I can only imagine the trouble that is, including now with Mia, and how in this episode she's kind of been aloof a little bit. He's happy when she's praised, and when she's kind of just uh like being looked after in a way. There's another word, and but there's always this sense of like sadness behind her, which Sato has noticed, and so we're gonna have to wait and see on what that's about. I kind of get the idea that she just doesn't want to leave him once they reach the Elf City. That's kind of the cliche that's gonna be happening. But the one thing that was interesting about this episode is that we get this weird flashback thing or vision of him when he was younger, and this rainbow hair shrine god person, and it kind of now expands on what might be happening, because right now it's just him in the world, and just just him trying to figure things out, when him trying to learning magic and then exploiting it to develop new magics, since it's similar to programming, which that was cool. Like I said, it's really interesting because now it's expanding a little bit more, because we're getting all these little plots here and there, and it's kind of now, this episode's like its own expansion now, just really doing its thing. So now we're just gonna have to now see, because I don't know how much longer this season's gonna go. Because let me see. Because if it's a 12 episode thing, I don't know if that's gonna be very useful for. Yeah, it says it's only gonna be a 12 episode thing, so we're already in episode 10, and 10 episodes in, and There's some conspiracy in the next episode. That's what I saw in the little text file for, or the title for the next episode. So I don't know. I don't know what it could be, because if it only has 2 episodes, like, this show has done well for trying to compress its little arcs, by mixing in the game mechanics into it, so it makes sense. So, hmm. Unless there might be a season 2, maybe? Would I want a season 2? Uh, I don't think I would want a season 2. Not anytime soon, anyways. But it's a fun show so far. Like, the episode itself was enjoyable to watch. I might watch it again a little later. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. It was a fun episode, fun little world manipulation, messing around, little plot story, which is interesting, mysterious but interesting. And then every little character kind of getting a little bit off it. So just in case I don't mention, he was like playing with the Nana's boob when he was learning the new spell. So I'll leave that at that. So thanks again for watching. Until next time.